Recording in progress.
Hi guys, very good morning. Thanks for joining me. Is my voice audible to you? First, just confirm.
Yeah, Kiran.
Okay, fine. Thanks. See, firstly, thanks for joining the sessions and coming to my name. My name is Kiran Kumar. I'll be the trainer for this entire Linux self-scripting and Linux administration things. Like it will be taking around 2+ months, I can say. Please bear with me and follow the classes. All this is a complete free batch, and then it is going to take 2+ months. And in these 2+ months, you will be able to learn the complete Linux cell programming and then Linux administration things. And one more thing, like if you are planning for like for example, after completion of this entire Linux cell scripting, you will be able to crack any interview with 3+ years of experience. More than 3 also you can keep, more than 4 years of experience you can keep, and you can crack the interview. See, for example, if you are planning for cloud, like for example, why I am teaching Linux and shell scripting for free is like, see, this is a basic thing. Without Linux and shell scripting, you will not be getting any job. I mean, like you will be getting job. There is a job like Windows administration thing. You can get that job. But if you want to go further and grow in your career, for example, you want to become a DevOps engineer, or else you want to become a security analyst, cyber security. If you want to choose those kind of career things, then you should learn Linux and shell scripting. That is why we are teaching Linux and shell scripting. See, coming to the syllabus, this is the syllabus Linux with shell scripting, and it is divided into 3 parts. One is Unix, Linux concepts and commands. These will be from very basic, like even if, for example, consider there is a 10th class student or else intermediate student or else BTech guys, even those people will be benefited from these classes. That is how I have uh, like conducted these classes. Okay. Uh, this will be the part one, Unix and Linux concepts, overview of Linux operating system. What is Linux operating system? Just a brief history of Linux operating system, and then Linux file systems will be there. And one more thing, like topic 3 is Linux installation. See, what we can do is, I have Linux installed in my Oracle this virtual box. See, nowadays technology has grown up. See, nobody is going to, I mean, like few people are there who is going to install virtual Oracle virtual VMs, and then they are going to use this, and then they are going to you, I mean, like download and install Ubuntu or else any operating system in this virtual box, and then they are going to use. But what we can do, if you want me to help with this, I can help with this also. But I want you to create an account in Azure or AWS or GCP and create a virtual machine there, and then try to use the virtual machine, any virtual machine that is like, I mean, flavor. I mean to say any virtual machine in the sense like flavor. That is like any operating system, either it may be Ubuntu, Red Hat, or else Fedora, Debian, anything you can use. But in our classes, we are going to discuss Ubuntu. You can create the virtual machine in Azure or AWS or GCP, and then try to use that one so that it will be useful for you. Okay. I mean, like you can, instead of creating the virtual Linux Ubuntu in virtual Oracle virtual VM, you can use it in Azure or AWS or GCP. I'll help you with this as well. Even if you want me to like explain how to install virtual Oracle, all those things I'll be discussing. Then we'll move towards LS. What is LS command, date command, cal command, working with directories, working with files, comparing files, all these things, sorting, like near about 23 modules are there in the part one, that is Unix, Linux concepts and commands. Okay. After this one, we'll move towards shell scripting, shell programming. We'll be discussing what is shell scripting, shell programming, shell script, what is shebang. The first script, hello world. Basically, everyone will be discussing hello world. We'll be discussing that one as well. And then shell variables, what are shell variables and shell variables, variable substitution, command substitution, command line arguments, how to read dynamic data from end user. For example, you will be having an application, right? For example, when you are going for consider any application name, for example, like Gmail account, something will consider Gmail account. Once you click gmail.com, it will be asking your username, for example, Gmail account, like for example, anything like your username.com, and then you will be entering the password. That is called dynamic data, how to read a dynamic data from end user. And then operators concept, like uh, mathematical operation, logical operators, all those things we'll be discussing here. And then control statements, this is like a loops concept, for loop, while loop, do loop, while do loop, all these things we'll be discussing. A little bit of arrays, and then shell script, shell functions. Okay, this is part two. Will cover the entire part two. And then even for example, here see, most of the people, like why they will show interest in learning Linux is they're scared of programs. But I will explain each and every. For example, consider I will explain two programs, and I will give the logic as well. Once you follow this entire things, you will be able to write a new you will write a new programs as well. You can develop the logic, that's what. Okay. Then Linux administration basics will be giving this. Once you learn these two things, I mean like part one, part two, then you can go for interviews as well. Okay. Linux administration basics, like scheduling job in cron tab, user management, working with putty, mobile system, Excel, and then open source, all these things, process management, at the end of the discussing most important Linux interview questions, maybe like 50 or 100 based upon your interest, like showing the interest. Based upon that thing, I'll be discussing Linux interview questions as well. Okay. This is all about our course. I mean, like this will take 2+ months of duration. And if you are having any doubts in the syllabus, you can ask me. Else, we'll start with the overview of Unix and Linux operating system. Any doubts in the course, guys? Hello?
Are you teaching any certifications?
See, certifications in the sense, once you complete all this course, you will be able to write a RH. There is a RH exam, EX200 is there, right? You can write that. But this is like Ubuntu flavor, but you need to like work on, there will be dumps available in the online. You need to go through that dumps. Okay. Then you will be absolutely, I'm saying, you will be able to complete EX200. Okay.
Hey, hi Kiran.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, basically I'm a trained Oracle DBA. So is it going to help me?
Yeah, why not? See, without Linux, I mean, like even if you learn Linux, there will be a lot of opportunities, and database administrators also need to write some scripts, right? Without scripts, even they need to automate some. For example, if they want to automate anything, they need to write scripts. Scripts in the sense, like you need to learn Linux. Without Linux, I don't think so. Like it is going to work out. Maybe there are scenarios where they will be, for example, Windows administrators, even Windows administrators also need to write some scripts. See, they cannot do all the activities using a day-by-day activities, right? Once, for example, their day-to-day activities, if there is a chance to automate the tasks, they can use Linux or else shell scripting or else Python, any. any language, and then they can automate it, right? Thereby you can save your time, and then you can do it in a very quick manner with less errors. Okay, that is fine.
Thank you.
It is going to help. It is going to help.
Thank you. Thank you.
Any other questions?
Yeah, hi Kiran. What is the demand of this Linux and shell scripting?
What is the demand? You mean to say demand? Okay, I'll just show you where
Yeah.
Linux is used. See, Linux is used in NASA. See, I'll see without saying, I will give you the references so that you will get. See here, Linux, NASA runs on Linux. What do you mean by NASA? Here you can see the International Space Stations. This is an this will run on Linux. E-readers run on Linux. And then if you scroll down, even you will be having I mean, like what is the thing, like TVs, smart TVs, right? Even those things will run on both Android and then Linux as well. If you scroll down, TVs run on Linux, smart watches and laptops run on Linux, cars, even Tesla cars are available, right? Even the Tesla cars also runs on Linux, gaming runs on Linux, social media runs on Linux. Even, you know, when you go, for example, if you opt US or Canada or UK governments, the government and business activities will run on Linux. See, if you want to become a cyber security, you know, cyber security is nowadays DevOps and cyber security having boom, right? If you want to learn cyber security, you need to learn Linux. Okay, but when you opt cyber security, you need to learn Kali Linux. See, once you try to learn one Linux or else one flavor accurately, then everything will be same. Little bit of slight difference will be there. Learn one flavor, and that thing will help you a lot. Instead of learning multiple, see, instead of what I can say, first you will start with Ubuntu, then you will drop it out at the middle, and then you will go for Red Hat, and then don't do that one. Learn entire Ubuntu. Once you learn entire, any help with just googling the things, you'll be able to learn other things as well, like RH, Red Hat, Scali, everything you can learn. Me like this syllabus, I will be sharing this syllabus, not an issue. For your reference, I will be sharing. It would be great and necessary survey. What is this? I did understand what is this. Would be great. Add SSL certificate, web hosting, file permission, encryption. Yeah, even you can do that one as well. Oh, you mean to say this one as well? Okay, sure. I'll be doing that. I'll be doing that. I mean, like these things will be discussed under the Linux basic administrators. See, based upon your interest, that is what. If you want me to add these topics as well, I'll be adding the file permissions I have added. Encryption, that is like file permissions I have added. SSL certificate, and we'll see these topics if we have the chance, and then if we are having the participants, will be adding these topics as well. That is not an issue. Okay, if you are not having any doubts, then we'll start the classes. Okay, see, even what I'm planning is like I will be sharing the class notes as well. Okay, I will try to do that one as well. Okay, now we'll move towards the first thing. Like, let me open the notepad plus plus, and will be top. I have done it yesterday. This is our first and the foremost, I can say. See, in this topic, we'll be discussing about what is Unix, flavors of Unix, components of Unix, online basic commands. We will be discussing these three topics. Okay. First, what is Unix? See, before Linux, Unix was a first operating system. See, it is an operating system. By using that, like for example, operating system, what it does is, you cannot go on tell your computer, "Array, do this, array, open the YouTube," or else you cannot do all those things. What you can do is, I am speaking about the Linux operating system. You cannot do all those things. What you will be doing, you will be writing a command. Okay, that is going to interact with the kernel, and then that is how it is entire process. It is a process. We'll be explaining how it is going to work. See, it is an operating system. By using that, users or else application can communicate with the hardware components. By using this with the hardware components in the sense those things will be there, right? With the help of, and see, it was first developed in 1916. See, I'm not going entire history, like Unix history. It will take about more than, you can spend 1 month of thing, like who developed, where developed, which college, which university, what did, how, all those things. I'm not, just, even nobody is going to ask those things. Just for your basic information, I'm discussing. Created in 1960 with lot of extensions and improvement to base version. Several flavors introduced by organization companies. Flavors like Red Hat, Ubuntu, CentOS, Fedora, SUSE, Kali, all those things. There are so many flavors. You can Google it and you will be able to find all the flavors. See, this is an open source. Even if you are having the capabilities and if you want to develop a new flavor out of this Linux, you can do it. Okay, that is the advantage of this Linux and the Unix. Features of, coming to the features of Unix, it is, that is what I told, freeware and open source software can be used by multiple users simultaneously, and hence it is called multiple operating system. Several tasks can be executed simultaneously. That is like multiple tasking operators can be performed in Unix. Okay, and it is user friendly because see, most of the persons will say Windows is a user friendly. Why? Because like they will be able to navigate here and then here and then here, right? No, that is not the case here. See, Linux is a user friendly because, why I'm saying this is, perform any activity. See, there is, I want to create 1,000 folders. Like, based upon your speed and your accuracy, like maybe consider you are like a superhuman being, and then you will be, consider like 20-30 minutes. Okay, you want to create 1,000 folders. Using GUI, you will create within 20 to 30 minutes. But believe me, if you use Linux operating system, within less than 5 folders, that is that much powerful, this Linux operating system, and that is why it is called user friendly. Okay, and it is going to provide both CUI and then GUI support, command user interface, and then graphical user interface. Graphical user interface means whatever you are see. For example, I can come down here, I can open these folders, I can do like this, I can do like this, all those things, right? This corresponds to graphical user interface. Command interface means like this. For example, if you go to CMD and then if you perform any activity using command, when compared with Windows, that is what Unix is more secure. Why it is more secure? Because we'll be having, see, for example, if I am having the access to this laptop, I'll be able to modify the files, whatever the files available in everywhere, whatever the files available everywhere in this Linux, I'll be able to. That is not the case in Linux. See, even if you have the access, for you will be having the read permissions. You can what you can limit the permission levels. If you want to give the full permissions, you can give it. If you want to restrict the user, particular user to particular file, you can do all those activities. That is why it is more secure. Okay. Flavors of Unix I have discussed. Red Hat, Ubuntu, CentOS, Fedora, Slackware, OpenSolaris, all these are flavors of Unix. See, all these flavors have a lot of similarities. Hence, if you prefer one with one flavor, you can work on easily. Okay. That is, I can say this is a brief overview of Unix and then Linux operating system. Do you have any doubts, any questions in this topic? You can ask me. We'll move. See, is this scripting enough for DevOps engineer? We are, see, I can say yes. Once you learn this entire course, you will be able to write a script, your own script, without taking help from anyone. See, in the self, when you go for part 2, that is self scripting, I will explain the programs, whatever the programs asked in interview questions. For example, if you go for any interview question, any interview for programming person, what type of questions they will be asking to write a program? Write a program to reverse a string. This is the most important one. And another one, what is another one? Write a script to write, what is that? Write a program to generate prime numbers. These are the most, if you go for any, for example, consider you went to interview for 10 programming, 10 interviews for programming languages. Out of 10, they are going to ask 7 to 8, these two only. Write a program to reverse a string, write a program to generate prime numbers. Even many more we'll be discussing, like addition of two numbers, multiplication of two numbers, string, what is that? String reverse, many. We have so many programs we will be discussing. Even this if once you complete this course, you will be able to write a DevOps scripts. Okay. DevOps scripts in the sense, like, you are not, see, for DevOps scripts, I'm not sure, is it good time to talk about this one? See, DevOps scripts, see, for example, what is a, before asking this question, you need to know what DevOps engineer is going to do. Without that thing, see, it is not possible for me to explain, is this script. Definitely, I can say with the help of this Linux and shell scripting, you will be able to write any scripts. I can say that thing. That is enough. I don't want to go in depth what DevOps engineer does. Will I be able to run Terraform scripts? Will I be able to run Ansible playbooks? Will I be able to do that thing? I'm not going to explain all those things. We are not going to dig in that much depth. I can just say with these complete things, even you can go for programming. Even you can give interview for programs as well, but only shell scripting programs. Don't go for any other program. Don't go and apply for Python program, Python developer, and then don't say that don't do that thing. Shell scripting, you can do anything. Once you complete this entire thing, you can go and apply for shell scripting as well. What is the flavor stuff? What is flavor mean? Flavor, okay. You know, ice creams. Everybody will be knowing the ice creams. Ice cream is there. What is vanilla flavor? What is strawberry flavor? What is mango flavor? Ice cream is one only, but we are having different flavors, right? That is what flavors, in the sense, Unix is a operating system, and in this Unix, what they have done is, this is freeware and open source, right? That is why they have modified with a lot of extensions and modifications. They have developed their own flavor. CentOS, Fedora, all this, they have done some modifications in, and then they have made, they have converted that Unix into one of the flavor like Red Hat, all those things they have done it. That is the meaning of flavor, I can say. Easily, like for example, you can say that is what flavor. There will be one ice cream and then there will be multiple flavors, vanilla, strawberry, mango, grape, all those things, right? That is what I can say. Any other questions you have? Okay. If you don't have any other questions, we'll move towards the next topic, that is components of Unix. No, instead of sending the messages direct to me, what you can do is you can directly send message to everyone. Here, everyone is there, right? Click on everyone and send the message to everyone so that everyone will be knowing that why I'm explaining all those things. Okay. We'll move towards the second, I can say second thing, components of Unix. One second, I have one diagram with me. I want to explain the diagram. This is not, I have one diagram with me. I want to explain the diagram. This is one. Okay. Before that, let me explain that one in the Google, so that it will be good for me. Just give me 1 minute. I'll be sharing the entire notes. Don't worry about that one. Okay, and say I can say instead of saying the what is that? Sorry, components of Linux operating system. We can say architecture also. See, that is these are all the parts. One is applications, or else we can say users. Shell is another thing, another component. Kernel is another component. Hardware, terminal, printer, desks, all those things. Okay. These are all the components of a Linux operating system. Now let's move towards the shell. What is the importance of shell? See, it is the outermost layer of Unix operating system. It reads our command. What does it do? It reads, for example, here users will be there and user is going to give a command. For example, consider ls or any other command, touch command, whatever the command it may be. He is going to give the command. He is going to type the command. And then once he types that command, it is going to read. What is the use of shell is? Shell is going to read our command, verify our syntax, and check whether the corresponding command related to the application is available or not. That is the purpose of shell. And if everything is proper, that is syntax is syntax is valid, and then the corresponding command related application is available, then what it does is it is going to interprets our command into kernel understandable language and hand over it to kernel. Okay. Then shell act as an interface between user and kernel. That is the purpose of shell. Simple things. What it does as an intermediator between user and kernel. See, Linux, I mean like Linux operating system does, see, for example, if I type in English array, kernel do this one, create 1,000 directories. You cannot do that things. You need to give a command, and that command should be syntactically correct, and it should be available in the corresponding application. Okay. And once that is available, then it is going to convert that one into kernel understandable language. See, computer understandable language is, what is a computer understandable language? That is binaries, one zeros and ones. Anything you perform, any operation in any operation in computer, that is going to convert into binaries, that is zeros and one. With that zeros and one only, it is going to work out. Okay, that is what. Then coming to the kernel, it is a core component of Unix operating system. It is responsible, which is responsible to execute our command. Kernel is responsible to execute our command. What is the purpose of shell? Shell is going to verify the syntax only, but kernel is the one which is going to execute that command. Okay, it is responsible to interact with the hardware. It is going to kernel is responsible for interacting with the hardware components like terminal, printer, disk, many more things. Memory allocation and processor allocation will also be taken care by the kernel. I can say this is the architecture. I can say I'm not going in depth what is kernel. If you want to learn only kernel thing, you can spend more than 7 days, 8 days like that. Just this is enough for your, if you are going for DevOps engineer or cloud engineer, anything cyber security, this is enough. If you want to dig more, you can Google it and you can dig it more. Okay. If you're having any doubts in this, you can ask me. Kernel, shell. Okay. Shall we move towards the next?
Here, shell convert.
Yes, please.
Hello.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. You
here
are audible.
shell converts the high level language to low level language.
High level language, low level language, not. It is going to convert. Shell is not going to convert. Shell is just, what shell does is, it is going to verify the syntax, and then it is going to interprets. What is the meaning of interpret is? Just give me 1 second. Why this one is not moving up? It is just going to interprets. It is going to give to the kernel, and then kernel is going to convert it into zeros and one, and then it is going to interact with this hardware components.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes, yes.
You said that kernel language is there specific. Is there any kind of specific language, like we have a system for we have binary language? Is that in kernel also we are using only binary language?
See, Linux is also machine, right?
Yeah.
Then zeros and binaries only it will be used. See, we cannot,
okay.
we cannot dig inside that one. We cannot see how the binaries are working. For example, if I consider this Windows machine, now I'm creating one file or one folder.
Yeah.
You are doing it, you are just right clicking and then you are going to create new one, your new folder, all these things you are doing. But in the back end, it is going to take it in a binary language. See, the computer, it doesn't understand this language, right? Now I'm right clicking all this will be in the back end. It is going to convert into binaries, that is zeros and ones.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Fine.
Shall we move? That is a components, and then coming to the command overflow or command flow. How the command is going to flow in the. We'll move towards this one. See, I have the diagram here. See, command execution flow. End users. Who are the end users? We ourselves are the end users. Okay, a command onto the terminal. Okay, for example, I'm going to create an empty file. I'll be giving the command to the terminal, and then command will be what command, where the command will be going. The command will be substituted to the shell, and once the command is substituted to the shell, what shell does? Shell checks whether this command is valid or not, and whether it is properly used or not. And then once it is done, it is going, if it is proper, shell interprets, that is converts, shell converts that command into kernel understandable form. See, kernel understandable forms, either it may be binaries, I'm not exactly sure. In the backend, like a kernel, maybe basically it is going to convert into zeros and one. That is how it is going to interact with the hardware kernel. Since like kernel is going to interact with the hardware, right? Hardware languages like zeros and one. Even if you opt for Java, any language, Python, once it is going to convert, then again at the end, if you want to communicate with the hardware components, it is definitely binary. Okay. It is going, that is what, hand over to the kernel, and then kernel execute the command and perform. Again, like $prompt. See, 1 second, I'll show you that one. See, this is my virtual box, and then we'll start this one, and I will show that how it is going to work out. This is not required basically. First, I'll be giving the command, and then command is, you'll not be able to see this one. Command will be substituted to the shell, and then shell is going to check, and then I can do what I can do. I can show you whether what is the purpose of this shell. I can show you. Let me. This is my Ubuntu machine. Let that machine start. Someone or some, by attending this course, I may, well, absolutely. Why not? DB scripts are very easy. When if you are able to write a DevOps scripts and programming, if you are able to do that, DB scripts, absolutely you will be able to do that. That is not a problem. Just give me 1 minute. Let this machine. Okay. And then kernel is, what does it does? Again, a $prompt will be used to display to the terminal, which indicates ready for the next command. See, if the command is not proper, then if it is not proper, display error will be message will be displayed on the terminal. That is the command flow execution, I can say. One second, let me, I'll try to show that one. Then you will be, if I show practically, you will understand it more clearly. Let this come up. This is one type of thing. If you create a virtual machine, it doesn't take that much time to log in. It needs to start up, we need to log in, all these things. It doesn't, it no need. For example, I'll open the terminal here. This is a terminal. This is Ubuntu 22.04 version. Okay, let it come. See, I think you are able to see my screen and see the terminal, right? I think maybe I want to zoom it. Okay, I'll increase the size here. Is the terminal visible to you? Okay. Okay, fine. Thanks. See, command workflow is, I will create a command here, touch, and then I'm going to create a file 1.txt. I'm giving. Now I'm entering the command. Now if I click enter, now the $prompt. Now if you go to this diagram, what it is saying, command will be substituted. I enter the command, and then command will be substituted to the shell. Shell checks whether the command is valid and then properly used or not. If it is properly used, shell interprets. Then shell, what it is going to, shell is going to interpret the command into kernel understandable language, and kernel is going to execute. And then once that execution is done, it is again the $prompt will be coming. The $prompt will be getting the $prompt. Once the $prompt we get, then it is going to, only two cases will be getting the $prompt. One is success, and then one is wrong. See, that is, then we can say that the command is executed successfully. If you want to see that, if you type ls, you will be able to see the file.txt file. For suppose I don't want, see, for example, I am not using the correct syntax. What I can say, I will use wrong syntax. I will give wrong command, and then I will try to create it. Now I entered the command, and then it is, once I click enter, it is going to, the command will be substituted to the shell. And what shell does, shell is going to check that command whether it is correctly used and correctly, it is going, the purpose of shell is, it will check whether it is syntactically correct or not. Then if it is correct, it is going to interpret to the kernel. See here, the command does not, it is going to, then what it does, what is the meaning of this one? If you go to the diagram, this is, It will check, and if it is not proper, it is going to come down here. It is, and then it is going to display the error message here to the terminal, and then we will be getting the dollar prompt again. That is what happens. See, I gave the wrong command, and then the shell told that this is a wrong command, and the error message is displayed on the terminal, and then we got the dollar prompt command, and it is ready for the next command. That is a command flow execution, I can say. Are you comfortable? Are you, I mean, like, are you able to understand that flow?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay, now we'll move towards the next one. Just give me one. See, there are so many online terminals available. If you want me to go to that online terminal, what I can say, these are all the online terminals available. One second. This one, password. This is a terminal. You can write, like, for example, you can perform the online commands, all these things. You just click on open terminal, and it is going to give. For example, you can give your name, anything you can give. I'll say, and then I can see same commands you can touch, and then you can just for your practice you can do it. Simple. You can ls, pwd, all those things. This is the online terminal available. You can use it. Okay, they're not going to cost it. It is a free terminal and written in Java language, just sorry, JavaScript. We can access by using any browser, even Firefox, Google Chrome, Safari, Edge, everything. We can use this terminal to very basic commands, all whatever the basic commands. Okay, now I want to like, whatever the commands you know, you just tell me the commands, whatever the commands you know in Linux. Okay, basic commands, just basic commands, what you know. Come on, type it in the chat, or else you can unmute and then you can give the command. I want 20 commands or else 15 commands I want from you. Come on, fast. See, make it. Yeah, please.
LS list.
Okay, ls. Superb. Next. Come on. I mean, like, there are 40 people, at least 40 commands should come. One command from everyone.
CPMV,
Touch, super. Touch command.
Touch ls-lrt.
No. ls hyphen, that is ls hyphen means that is arguments. What is this? Hub command, vi command, super. You know all the commands. You want someone mentioned copy command, touch command. Yes. Fantastic. See, I can say, okay, let it. Okay. I thought you super. ls, pwd, cd, ch, rm, cat, cp, move. Super.
rmdir, mkdir.
Super.
Tail command.
Yeah. Super. Okay, I think you know all the commands. Super. Ping command, kill command, super. Echo, cat, unmount, grep, super. Grep command. DWC, sorry, DBCC, super. Okay, let me write a basic commands. Okay, the basic commands. PWD. What is the meaning of PWD? Is present working directory. Okay. Next, ls command. What is the purpose of ls command? Is to list out all the files available in the directories. Next command is mkdir, to create a directories. Okay. Next, cd. Okay, cd is also change directory. Fantastic. Next, mkdir is done. Next, cd command to change the directory. Next, touch command. This is one of the important command. Why? Even, for example, if you go to any interview, maybe they can ask you, if you go for any DevOps engineer profile, they will ask you how you can create an empty file. Then you need to say touch. Using touch command, we can create an empty file. Even at the end of the entire course, I'll be discussing more than 100 interview questions. Keep it in mind. Okay. After touch command, now let me move to the rmdir command to remove the directory. Next, rm command to remove the file. Next, after that, date command is there, cal command is there. These are all the few commands, and then help command is there. Help command is there. Man pages are there, and then clear is there. There are so many. Just I'm saying brief. Exit command is there. Okay, we'll discuss. We'll discuss it now. If you go echo command, echo is also echo is I can say like a printout statement. Okay, see. Now I want to know where is my present, what is my present working directory. What I will do, pwd. If I give pwd, that is what it is slow. See, pwd. If I give pwd, it is saying /home/kiran. That is, this is my present working directory. For example, now I want to change the directory. I will say I will create one directory mkdir, and then mkdir, and then I will say folder one. Folder one I will say, and I will click enter, and then I will change the directory. For changing the directory, cd command will be giving, and then folder, and then give it a tab. You will be going to that folder. Now if I say pwd, what will be my present working directory?
Folder.
Yeah, why not? At the, don't worry about everything. It is a free class. That means you will be getting all the recording, all the material I told you at the beginning. Even Shanmukh informed the same thing to you. Okay, don't worry about this thing. Okay. Oh, sorry, I was asking something. What will be the present working directory? If you say here,
Folder
click
one.
enter. See, I am, my present working directory is folder one. That means if you perform any activity, all the activities will be stored under this folder one. Okay. For example, if I create a touch file, and then if I say ls, only under that folder one. Now say for example, if I come out of, I mean like if I come to my home directory, and if I search, the file one will not be available. Okay, file, this file is different and this file is different. Don't confuse. Here .txt file extension is there. Here there is no file extension. Okay, don't confuse. Okay, what, for example, if you do anything under particular directory, all the things will be available in that directory only. Okay, try to remember that one. Okay, now let me this one is done, this one is done, this one is done, cd is done, touch command is done. Remove, if you want to remove, I will remove the file. I will remove the file, and then rm, and then if I give hyphen rf, I will show what does this arguments refers to, and then I will give this. Now it is gone. Now if I give ls, no file is available. Okay, now I want to remove this file. What I will say, rm hyphen rf, and then file, and then I will give tab, and then I will say like enter, and then if I give ls, no file is available. That is what the purpose of rm. Now if I want to remove the folder one, what I will do, rm dir. Even you can use rm command for that as well. See, let me use first rm command, rm hyphen rf, and then folder, I will say give tab. See, this is also going to work out. If I say ls, the folder is not available here. Okay, see here, the folder is not available. Let me create folder again to show you using rm command. Folder one, and then enter ls. The folder one is available now. Now I will remove the folder using rm dir, and then folder one I will say. See, with rmdir command also you can remove, with rm command also you can remove, but you cannot remove a file using rmdir command. Okay, that is a difference. I have missed you starting our class. Can you give me the video? Yeah, absolutely, I will give you the video. Don't please do part one. Okay, okay, is it fast? Okay, I'll slow down. I'll slow down my page. Okay, not a problem. See, I will explain you again one more time, or else what you can do, instead of wasting the time, I mean like the recording will be provided to you, right? You go through the recording again. I think this is not a speed. I'm just going very slowly. Okay, don't worry, I will go slowly. From next onwards I will go. See, if you are not having any questions, try to
Kiran, are you talking?
Yes, yes, yes. Sorry, I kept on mute, right? That is why. Okay, not an issue.
Okay.
Shanmugh, try to mute this person who is at Nagula, someone, right? I'm not able to mute him. He's
Yeah, I muted. I muted them.
okay. See, now I want to give the call and then 2020, I 2022, 2020, you will be able to see the calendar. Okay. That is, these are all the basic comments. Okay. These are all the basic comments. Let me explain one more time because someone asked me, someone told me that I am speed, right? PWD is like present working directory. LS command is used for listing all the files. MKDIR command is used for creating the directories. Directories is nothing but folders when you compare it with Windows machine. CD is change directory. See, in Windows, you can come here and then you can go inside. For example, I will be going to the Linux batch or else repos. I will go inside these directories, all those things you can use. You can do it by using GUI. You can do it. But when you go for Linux, how you can do it? You can do it by using CD. Now my requirement is, for example, consider in Windows, I want to, for example, first I want to go to this C directory, and inside C directory, I want to go to, for example, IAC, that is Terraform commands. I want to go like this. You can do it by navigating like using GUI. The same kind of thing, if you want to do it in Linux operating system, how you will be doing is you will be using the CD. First, you will be listing, you will be able to, you will list it by using ls command. Now I want to go to the snap, for example, consider snap, I want to go. How you will do? Using CD and then space and then yes, n, and then you will be giving that folder directory name and then click enter, you will be going. Now you want to see whatever the things available in that one, you will be giving ls. If you want to see all the hidden files using that one, ls-al, if you give, it is going to list out. Okay. And inside every folder there will be two default, I can say, these directories. One is dot, another one is double dot. Okay. Inside any folder, you go inside any folder, these two files will be mandatory. One is dot, another one is double dot. I'll explain in the coming sessions what is dot and what is double dot. Okay. Are you clear with the commands? I mean, like basic commands. Help, I didn't show the man and help, right? I will show what is man and help. If I click CD, I'll be going to the user home directory. Now what I will say, I will say exit. If I click exit, I will be exiting from the root user. See, now I have logged out as root user. Now I am a normal user. Now I want to use what is the command, help command. See, for example, I will say I don't know anything about, for example, man, I will say, and then mkdir. I don't know anything. Now it will, the man pages are available. See, what is mk name, mkdir, make directories, synopsis, syntax, mkdir option directory. Okay. Next, description, create the directories. If they do not, if they don't already, if they are not available, then it will create that. Then mandatory arguments too long. What are the arguments available? -m mode, -b parents, verbose, z, all these things are available here. And if you click, if you scroll, if you click space, it should come down. Okay, see, it is taking time. If you click space, you will be able to scroll. Even you can use the up arrow, down arrow keys as well. All the this is like you can see here, author written by David. This is the person reporting bugs, all this thing. What you can do is, even you can create your own command and you can publish it. You can do all these things as well. Okay, now I'll click Q to exit. That is the purpose of man and help command. Man clears. If you want to clear the screen, you can say clear the screen. Exit, that is for the exit. That is, these are all the basic commands. Okay, now let me move towards, we have another 23 minutes. We'll discuss about Linux file system. Okay, let me open the new.
How to move to that subfolders? You didn't show me ICS like that.
Which subfolder you want to move?
You said snap under that ICS something like that.
ICS, what I said? Snap folder. If you want to move to snap folder, CD snap, we can move. Again, if you want to move inside this one, you can use CD snap store, right? For see, I will show you. See, now I will create folder 1. See, I created folder. Now, if you want to move to that folder, CD, or else what I can do is same thing. See, first consider Windows operating system. Now I want to see, now I have a folder inside IAC. Inside IAC, I want to move to ARM. I will click enter like this. Same thing I want to do it in Linux operating system. How I will do? I will show. See, first I have mkdir IAC folder is there. Okay. Now I will move CD and then IAC. Okay, I moved into CD. Now again I will create another folder with ARM. Okay, now if you want to move towards this ARM, CD. Now see, I want to know. See, I cannot say now I am creating. I know whatever the things present in this IAC. I don't know. For example, first time I'm coming to this IAC folder. I want to know. I want to know what all the things present in this IAC. What I will do? LS I will say. Now you will be able to see this one. Now what I will say, I want to move to this folder. Now CD I will say, and then if I click A, and then if I give like this, I will be able to see. Now if you want to see whatever the things available, you will be giving ls. Okay,
Okay.
that
Is
is
it
how you
case
will be doing.
sensitive, Kiran?
Yeah, it is case sensitive. It is case sensitive. I will show you. See, ls IAC folder is there. Now using small I will say. Oh, sorry, tab is also not working. See, IAS, sorry, IAC, right? IAC, no such file, case sensitive. Okay, I have shown you practical, it is case sensitive. Okay, now we'll go towards the, what is the next thing? Linux file system. Okay, this is second topics, Linux file system. Okay, just okay, what are the types of file systems available? Now I will say types of, just let me know if I'm going speed. Okay, types of files in Linux. Okay, why we are going to discuss Linux file system, and why, what is the purpose of discussing types of files in Linux? Why? Because everything in Linux, everything in Linux is considered as a file. Even keyboard, even application, even this, everything, name it. If you want to name it like terminal is also a file. everything. This is very important point. That is why I'm stressing it. Everything. In very important one. See, in Linux, everything is treated as a file. That is why we are discussing the Linux file system and types of files. Okay. All files are divided into 3 types. All files are divided into how many types? 3 types. Okay. All files are divided into 3 types. First one is normal file. Normal or ordinary files. Okay, second one is, what is the second one? Second one is directory files. I'll explain what does this correspond to all those things. Third one is device files. Device files. Okay. Okay, let me explain normal files or ordinary files. These files contain, okay, what files? Basically normal files. I am explaining about normal files. Don't confuse normal files or ordinary files. These files contain data. It can be either text files like ABC, any text files, or binary files like images, videos, etc. Normal files will contain those things. Directory files. These files represent directories. In Windows, we can use folder terminology, where in Linux we will be using the directory terminology. Directory can contain files, subdirectories, every subdirectories files it can contain. What? Directory files. That is a directory files. Normal files, normal text files, and images, data. Normal file is for data in binary text files, and then videos images means in binary format, and it is going to store. And directories, what it is going to files, and then directories, subdirectories. That is what. And then device files. What is the purpose of device files? In Linux, I told you before, in Linux everything is going to be treated as files. That is why every device, even like for example terminal, everything, it is going to be a file. In Linux, every device is represented as a file. By using these file, we can communicate with the device. That is what device files own for devices. Devices in the sense like keyboard, terminal, all those things. Okay. Shortcut to open the command, open the terminal and close the terminal. I will show. See, now I have the terminal. I want to close it. What I will say? Control D. If I say it is gone. Now I want to open the terminal. How I will open? Control Alt and T. Okay, terminal has come. If I want to close, Control D. Okay, I will note it down here. Control plus Alt plus T. If you want to open the terminal, sorry, T. Open the terminal. Next, how to close the terminal? Control plus D to close the terminal. That is a shortcut commands to open and close the terminal. Now, how to check file type? Okay, in Ubuntu, let me open the terminal. Control Alt T. Okay, let me maximize this one. Okay. How to check file type? In Ubuntu, a blue color file represent directory, and all remaining are considered as normal file. These, see, if I give ls, whatever the blue colors are there, right? All these are folders. Okay, and remaining colors you can say like normal files, all those things. But this color convention is this is in Ubuntu. Blue color means folder. In Red Hat, maybe differ. Maybe it may differ in Fedora. It may differ. Don't go with that one. If you want to find out that one, ls-l if you give, you will be able to see here. Desktop. I will discuss. See, if you are having D here, that means directory. Let me create a file and you will be able to see file touch. I'm creating file, enter. Now if you keep ls-l, you will be able to see here. See here, file means there is no D option. It is just hyphen. That means normal file. Okay. Basically, we'll be using this command if you want to find either it is what type of file. If you want to find out, you will be using ls-l. Don't go with color conventions. Okay. Clear the screen. That is what. Okay. The first character. Now I have shown here, right? D ls-l. The first character. Here, this first character is there, right? D character. The first character represents the type of file, and remaining like user permission, group permission, all these things we'll be discussing in the later. First, this I'm explaining about the only first character. D means directory file, that is directory. Hyphen means normal file. L means even you will be having L as well, that is link file. C means character special file. B means block special file. S means socket file. Okay, you will be having those one as well. If you want me to explain those one, what I will do, maybe I think we'll be having all type of files here in the root. We'll be seeing that one. Let me go to see here. You will be able to see all the things here. L means linked file. Okay, D means directory file. Normal file is also available here. See, normal file is also available. Socket file, all the files also. See, D device directory. This is if I go to device, DEV means device directory. If you go to DEV, ls, if you get, see, these are all the TTY means terminal 1, terminal 10, terminal, these many terminals are available. Even block is available, auto TFs is available, console is available, char is available. These are all the devices. I am searching for one thing. These are all CPU is also a device, right? See here, CPU is there, memory is there, PTS, all these are all the snapshot, all these are the, let me, I want to see the special, see here, character special, see, all the files are, with that you can find it out with the help of first character, what kind of file it is. Okay. That is what. Now let me go to this one and let me exit this one. Now I want to explain the file. What I want to explain, file system navigation command. File system navigation commands. First one is cd. I told you previously there will be two directories, one with dot, another with dot. Okay, dot means, dot represents current working directory. What it is going to represent? Current working directory. Current working directory. Okay. Double dot means parent working directory. Okay. Parent working directory. Parent working directory. Okay. In every file, these two will be in default. Okay. Now, when you come to file system hierarchy, first one is cd and then dot. If you click cd dot, where you will be navigating, you'll no changes. You will not be navigating to anyone. No changes. No changes to current working directory. Current working directory. I will show you practically what I am explaining. First, listen to this one. Now cd dot is done. Now I will say cd double dot. Cd double dot means changes to parent working directory. Parent working directory. There is another one cd. There is cd only. Cd means what is the purpose of cd is wherever you may be, it will navigate you to user home directory. User home directory. Okay, and there is another one cd tilt symbol. Okay, cd tilt symbol means user home directory. Same thing. 1 second. cd tilt means yes, user home directory only. User home directory. Okay. Next one, there is another one cd hyphen. Cd hyphen means moves to previous directory. Okay. Changes to previous directory. Okay. Now we'll see it one by one what is cd dot, cd double dot, cd, all those things. Let me move to the machine. Now what I will do, mkdir folder I will create. Now I will move to the folder. Okay. Now what I will do, I will create again mkdir sub folder I will create. Now I will move towards this subfolder. Subfolder. Okay. Now if I click ls, nothing will be there. Now what is the first one? Now I want to navigate to now I will use cd dot. If you use cd dot, what it is going to, no changes. Now I will click cd and then space dot. If I click, no changes. You are not going to navigate it to anywhere. You will be in the same directory. Now cd dot dot, if I give, where I will go to folder directory. See, we went to the parent directory, that is folder directory. That two things are done. Now what is the next one? cd. If you click, now I will show it. Now again I am going to subfolder. Now I will click cd. If I click cd, where I will go to my user directory, that is /home/kiran I will go. See, present working directory. If I click /home/kiran I will go. If you click cd, and there is another one cd tilt. Cd tilt is also same. If I click cd folder, okay, is cd and then subfolder. Okay, now if I click cd tilt, I am giving same thing. Present working directory is my home directory. Okay, there is another one. What is that? Another one is cd hyphen. Cd hyphen means previous one. Okay, we'll see that one. mkdir folder. Okay, sorry, folder is always, I need to click cd folder. Perfect. Now cd subfolder. Perfect. Now cd hyphen means previous directory, that is folder directory it is going. Now again I will click cd hyphen to my home. Again previous directory it is going, subfolder previous, like that it is going to give. Okay, that is file system navigation. Why am file system navigation? You will be working with, if you go for any DevOps engineer anywhere or Linux administration, you'll be working with plenty of files. Then you need to navigate to that file, this file, that file, that file, this, like this, so many files will be there. Then for that purpose you need to navigate it. Okay, any doubts in that file system navigation? Is there any difference between cd and cd tilt? There is no difference, right? cd tilt is user, same purpose you will be using. No difference. It's no difference. cd and cd tilt is same thing, and cd hyphen and cd dot dot is same. Okay, Any doubts? Hello.
Good, good, good.
Okay, fine. That is file system navigation. Now let me explain you what is a. I'll just what I will do. I will just explain Linux file system hierarchy. Just a brief what all the files will be present. All those things I will discuss tomorrow. Class will be discussing about what the will be going inside. All those things will be discussing tomorrow. Just a brief. I will be giving what is this is one Linux file system hierarchy. See at the topmost, this is called root. Okay, this tilt is called root. Under root, you will be having bin directory, device directory. Linux file system has a tree structure. Okay, okay, this is the topmost directory. Inside this topmost directory, you will be having these are all these subdirectories. Bin directory, that is used for binaries. DEV directory, I showed you devices, all the devices will be present in this device directory. etc configuration files will be present. User bin directory, user binaries or else softwares will be present in this one. Home directory, inside home directory, for example, I am Kiran, right? Slash home Kiran. If I am Kiran, I'll be having a one home directory inside that with named with Kiran. For example, there is another person named with Karthik. Again, under slash, that is root directory. Again, home directory will be created. Again, Karthik home directory will be created. Lib means libraries, whatever the libraries. Sbin means super bin, that is like topmost commands. For example, sudo, there will be like some commands which root user needs to perform, right? Those commands will be present here, binaries will be present. And then temporary director, where variables, all the log files, log temporary, all these variables will be present in this variable files. Even there are like service files, and then there are so many files. These are all the files available in our Linux operating system. Even this is Linux file system hierarchy. In tomorrow class, we'll start with the Linux file system hierarchy. And coming to the third, what is it? Let me go to the PD, this one. I mean, like topic 1 is completed. Linux file system is completed. Not completed. Linux file system. I need to explain about the Linux file system hierarchy. In tomorrow's class, we'll explain this one. Linux installation. I'll explain this one. See, simple. First, what you need to do is just go to the any of your favorite browser. Why this is not moving up? Okay, let me come down here. What I will do here, is here, I will say first virtual, you need to download virtual box first. Virtual box, click on virtual box. On the first page, here there is below, if you come down here, there is the, just click on this one, virtual Oracle VM virtual box, click on download. You'll be able to download this one. Once after downloading that one, it is like 104 MB. Now click on Ubuntu. Just go to the first one, Ubuntu. It will be of around 4 GB, something like that. Okay. Just click on that one. Click here, download. Always download LTS version. Okay. Now, if you come here, get Ubuntu desktop. Click on that one. Once you download that one, how it will look is, I'll tell you like this. You need to download this one, Ubuntu 22, like this ISO image. Keep it in one place, and then like you will be having like even there are so many videos available. I will show you. Like, see, I have downloaded that both things, right? Now I will go to this Oracle virtual box. What I will do, click on new, just click on new, and then it is going to ask my name. For example, I will say Karthik. I will say, you can say where the folder is present. ISO image, come down here, and then you need to select whatever the Ubuntu image you have selected, right? Just click on select this one, and then next, you need to do some modifications, like just click on next, and then you need to give username here. What is the username you want to create? This virtual box is 7 version. If you go for 6 version, it will be different. Just give here, I will say Karthik, anything you can mention. Ubuntu user also you can mention. Now click on next, and then it will be asking basic memory. Just select up to the green color. Here you select up to the 2 CPU. Next, click on next. This one default, leave it as it is. Now click on next, and then finish. You'll be able to see. You'll be able to. I mean, like your virtual box Linux operating this one. Ubuntu operating system will be up and running. It will take time. For me, it took around 30 to 40, maybe based upon your internet speed, it will take time, like maybe 40 minutes or 50 minutes, like that. It will take time. That is how you will be installing a Linux or anything in your virtual box. Instead of, I don't prefer this one. What I will prefer is, I will show you. Just go to your thing and then come down, go to create a free account in Azure, AWS or GCP, anywhere. Just go to the virtual machines, create a virtual machine here. See, like this, create a virtual machine. And then once, if you want to practice it, just start it, or else you can, for example, maybe Linux will be about Linux, this class will be like for 2 months, right? Just create a one Linux virtual machine. You can follow it in Google, I mean like YouTube, anywhere. You just create a Linux virtual machine with the Ubuntu flavor. And then if you want to practice, once the class is completed, practice all the things, whatever we discussed in the class, and stop it. That is another way you can do it. Even AWS and GCP, same things you can do it. Any doubts you are having? Tomorrow we'll discuss about all these files, what all the things is present in this file, what all the things present in this file. Okay. If you are having any doubts, please explain. Could you please explain SU hyphen command? SU hyphen command, nothing, right? Switch user. SU hyphen is switch user. Now I am I mean like normal user. Now I am normal user, right? Just give me, I'll log into that one. Now I am normal user. I want to switch it to root user. SU means SU, and then hyphen I am giving switch to root user. Now I am root user. Now if I want to SU, if I give Kiran, I'll be switching to the normal user. That is what. Okay. Any doubts? Any doubts? Not a problem. Any doubts? If you are having any doubts in today's class, you can ask me. And the recorded video will be uploaded in the corresponding YouTube channel. You can go through the channel. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Any doubts, or else anything you want me to go slow, go fast, medium? Anything you want me to explain it more clearly? Any suggestions? Anything you can give it us. If you are not having any doubts, I think I will give another 5 more minutes. If you're having any doubts, you can ask me, or else if you are not having any doubts, you can leave. You can leave for the session.
Yeah.
Provide your email address, please. You can ping me in the WhatsApp. I will give my email address. For practice, do we need to create a free tier account? What free tier account? Instead of sending directly to me messages, send me to everyone. I told you, right? Don't send me to only everyone. See, you are sending Upendra. Don't send me like this. Just send to everyone, so that everyone will be aware of what doubt you are asking, right? For practice, do we need to create a free tier account? That is what I told, right? You can do it. Two ways are there. One is install VirtualBox in your machine, and then download that Ubuntu ISO image, and then create a Ubuntu to server in your virtual box. That is one way. I don't prefer that one. Always create a see, you can do it, but the thing is like you want to become a DevOps engineer or Azure DevOps person, right? That is why I always prefer creating a virtual machine in Azure or AWS or GCP, and then use it, start it, use it, stop it. That is how it will be there. If you opt any of the cloud, what you can do is you can create a free tier that you will be credited with 15,500 credits, 1 month free. Once that credit is going to complete, then you need to pay according to whatever the things you use. We'll be discussing later in that one. We can just create a virtual. Okay. I think I missed a few questions. If you come down here, I am new to Unix. Can you please explain little bit elaborately? What you want me to explain elaborately? I think like I explained from very scratch, like very basics I have explained. If you can tell me what on what basis you want to explain me elaborately, I will explain. Rajesh Ravi. Okay. Can you upload documents files to Google Drive as shared so we can create? Absolutely, I will see. First thing, I will stick on my word. All the videos, whatever the things. See, first, all these things, I will not leave one single topic. Whatever the things present in this document, syllabus document, I will cover each and every topic very depth, very slow, zero scratch. All the videos will be uploaded and all the documents will be provided to you free of cost. Don't worry about that thing. Okay. If you come down, could you please explain the difference between Unix and Linux in short? I mean, nothing. See, Unix is like first. This is also operating. Unix is the operating system. On this operating, consider in real time scenario. This is ice cream or anything you can say. Ice cream or else anything, or consider only ice cream. Consider this is ice cream. In that ice cream, what they have done is they have added so many flavors like vanilla flavor, uh, mango flavor, strawberry flavor, so many grape flavor, all those things they have added, and they have made it as vanilla ice cream, mango ice cream, grape ice cream, like that, right? In similar manner, Unix is the first operating system. In that Unix, that is freeware and open source, right? That means we can do modifications and we can create a new flavor out of that Unix operating system. That is what they have done. Unix, in the Unix operating system, they have done some modifications and they have added so many extensions. And once after doing all those things, they have come up with a new flavor, that is Ubuntu flavor, Red Hat flavor, Fedora flavor, SUSE, and then Kali, all those things. That is the difference between Unix and Linux. I can say some people are not having basics, so please explain what is terminal, like that, and explain by real-time example. Terminal. See, a terminal is simple, right? Even if you are using Windows operating system, CMD, if you give, this is one kind of terminal. This is a terminal. This is a terminal. And even if you go for PowerShell is also another terminal. I don't think so. What is here to explain a terminal? This is a terminal. Terminal also new to them. Yeah, sure. This is a terminal. I understand. Just terminal is a device. Terminal is a device. This is terminal. How you will do? And in the terminal, you can give it whatever the commands. If you want to interact with the hardware components, you can use the commands. I explained it very clearly. If you go through the video, I explained you everything clearly in the beginning itself. If you come down here, if you come down, I think I explained it like this is all those things I have explained it. If you are like, you can go through the recording again so that it will be very clear. Any doubts? If you're having any doubts, you can ask me, or else I think what is the time? Yeah, I think like if you are not having any doubts, we can close up session. Shamuk? I think Shanmugh has left. Okay, you are not having any doubts, right? Shall I close the?
Yeah, yes, Kiran.
Okay, then bye. We'll meet again tomorrow at the same time. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, bye,
Thank you.
Kiran.
everyone.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, Kiran.
Thank you, Kiran.
Thank you, Karan.
Yeah, we'll meet tomorrow.
Sure.
Yes, sir.